YouTube, this is R. Washam Knife coming at you again with another knife review. Today we'll be looking at the Lone Wolf Landslide. Lone Wolf was bought by Benchmade Knife Company a few years ago, and most of their products are outdoors, hunting, survival knives, things like that. The Lone Wolf is a lockback folding hunting knife. The blade is made of N680 steel. N680 is another one of these steels that has a lot of nitrogen in it, and it's supposed to have excellent corrosion resistance, especially in salt water. This might be on par with Spyderco's H1 steel, but this is a pretty new knife to me, and only time will tell how it holds up. The Lone Wolf Landslide has a drop point blade with a length of 3.5 inches. And I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, but it has a sweet company logo on there. The triangle, and then inside the triangle there's a wolf. It's half white, half black, and it says Lone Wolf Knives underneath that. The overall length for this knife, it's pretty big. It's 8.05 inches, and for its size, it's not very heavy. It's only 3.2 ounces. As you can see, the blade is canted downward just slightly, so that when you're holding it in your hand, it'll line up your cutting motion with your arm a lot better. It has all silver hardware. Again, this is not supposed to be a tactical knife or anything like that. It's a survival camping knife, outdoor knife, going hunting, something like that. Something that this drop point style blade excels at. Now, if you look at the thumb stud, it has a series of stepped cuts in it that they act kind of like jimping, and they provide an excellent purchase for opening and closing the knife. It has a good pocket clip on it. It's this kind of arrowhead style. It's not too tight, and there are no sharp edges on it, but it's also not too loose either, and it'll definitely hold the knife in your pocket, and you won't have to worry about losing it. The handle material is similar to an FRN. It's some sort of fiberglass reinforced nylon, some sort of plastics product. There are no liners in the handle, which is part of the way that they save weight. And the texture on the handle is kind of this really cool 3D topo relief map sort of texture on it. And the handle is grippy, but I wouldn't say that texture really gives you anything more. I'm not sure that it would really stay in your hand very well if it was wet. It does have a little bit of jimping right here at the base of the blade, but it's very smooth, and it doesn't add much to the overall experience. There's also no lanyard hole, so in a slippery condition, maybe you're field dressing a deer or something like that, got a lot of blood or something, this might actually not stay in your hand too well. Other than The handle though, the jimping, and the lack of a lanyard hole, this is a pretty great blade. And if you want something bigger for EDC, it could also be used just as an everyday sort of blade. It kind of has that less than tactical look that might make it a little more friendly to your average person on the street that sees you using it. And it's definitely got a sharp, hollow ground, factory edge that will pretty much eat up all of your cutting needs. Well, I think that's it for the Landslide. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.